Good morning, LeSS practitioners. My name is Chokchai Malai, but you can call me Chua. I'm a LeSS practitioner as well from Audi Thailand, and I'm a Scrum Master from Aus team. I'm super excited today to share about LeSS example with you.
My name is Pongsak Lipitak Pong, and I prefer you guys to call my nickname, which is Jane. Actually, I can spend like the whole session talking about my names and also why Thai people have a very confusing name. But sorry about that. We will not share it today. So I just want to make sure that these two names belong to one person, which is me. So you can call me Jane then. I am a serious candidate LeSS trainer in Audi Thailand, and also the product owner for LeSS example in Aus team as well. Please allow me to introduce a bit about Aus team Thailand. Aus team Thailand is an organization with more than 500 people, those who believe in two things. We believe in building software should be joyful, and we believe in deliberate practice. So other than that, we are fully flat organization with only one single department, which is software development department. We are doing digital software product and helping authors to do so. By doing that, we provide 3 services, which are trainings, coaching, and co-creation.
Among 500 people in Aus, 25 dedicated individuals has volunteered to create a real-world LeSS showroom. This showroom provide a unique opportunity to observe LeSS practices in real life. Our LeSS implementation consists of 3 teams. I serve as a Scrum Master and Jane to take the role of product owner. Our teams work on a weekly sprint cycle. Over the past 2 years, we have been visited more than 40 times. Many people primarily come to observe our product backlog refinement session. Occasionally, they also observe sprint planning and sprint reviews. Today, we are going to share top 3 frequently asked questions and 3 most common impressions from these visits.
A bit about agenda that Chokchai mentioned. We just finish introduction, and we will try to like get you guys to have a visual of what would you see when you were a visitor to visit LeSS example. But before we go into the detail, we probably I will talk a bit about the product that LeSS example I'm building right now. And in order to do that, I will bring you guys back to 2020s, the years of global pandemic. In that year, you guys still have a clear memories that the pandemic hit all the companies around the globe. And also in Thailand, we have a lockdown policy for a year. So it hit Audi Thailand and Aus team very hard. Revenue wise, the training revenues had dropped from 30% to 0.01%. And we convert the offline training into online training. And that was my first online training as a trainer, and also my last one, because it doesn't fun at all. It didn't fun at all. So at that time, we think wow, the winter is coming, and we try to look at the bright side. It might be a good time to build our own product, because we have a product idea quite a while already. The product idea is that how might we build the investment platform that make investing and saving more joyful. And when I say joyful, I mean joyful literally. It doesn't mean like dopamine surge when you do gambling, right? And I volunteer to be a product owner. And from my product owner point of view, I think we have two main challenges. The first one is that how do we build the domain knowledge to the team and also to myself? And the second one, which is the bigger one, is that how do we funding this product? Combine with these two challenges, combined with the business situation at that time, that made us decided to accept all the project, all the turnkey project works that relate to investment area. And from now on, all the context that I give you is that, let's example is building a product, and in the same time we also handle all the 14 different projects for the 7 different customers, but all the projects are in the same product definition, which is investment products.
Many visitors are not unfamiliar with mix-up group strategy for multi-team product backlog refinement. To ensure that everyone is on the same page, typically I would spend some moment to explain the concept. We employ mix-up group strategy to ensure that everyone has maximum flexibility and shared understanding. This involves creating a diverse group of people, each consisting at least one member from every team, and this group remain consistent throughout the product backlog refinement session. During product backlog refinement, this group will diverge, merge, and repeat. During diverge, they'll spend 20 minutes clarify product backlog items concurrently. During merge, they'll reconvene for 10 minutes to summarize key insights and align on the items on product backlog. And this diverge and merge cycle will repeat iteratively throughout the sessions. After the product backlog refinement session concludes, this mix-up group will disperse. Each member will go back to their respective teams to continue their sprint work.
So I am going to show you the videos, 2 videos, the divert one and the convert one. This 2 video was taken by one of our visitors. And fun fact is that we have been doing LeSS example like for 3 years already, but we haven't taken any video yet. But by the start of this year, so one visitor, which is Boss, come to visit us, and then who took this video. He took this video, and yeah, thanks to him that you guys will see the video today. The first video is the divert part. I will like play and pause, and then I will try to explain a bit to get you get understand the context of what's going on. And yeah. So as you can see in this the first mixed group, actually they are not the same, they are not come from the same team. They are representative of 3 teams come together. Like Chokchai mentioned, this is a mixed group 1. They were talking about one product backlog that actually is a top priority one in the product backlog. And you will see the Scrum Master there, which is Chokchai, and that one is the second mixed group. And that lady who stand over there, her name is Nathathai. She is the domain expert, and she joined that mixed up group because of they were talking about very deep knowledge or very deep detail about block trade system, which is very very deep concept of investing. And that mixed up group, we're talking about another product backlog item, and also talk to the customers, and we will get back about it to talk about it shortly. So this one is the third mixed up group. So they were like capturing the detail in the product backlog item. We use the Trello. We use Trello to be the product backlog item, and we capture all the thing in that. In this video, I think they are trying to to capture the detail of the key learning that they have learned from talking to customers. And also they put the name, the members in this mixed group in the product backlog item as well, and I will get back to you why they put it. So if we continue, and pause here. So you will see at the big screen, the background is the tello, and the foreground is the line, and which is our main communication channel, which is very popular in Thailand. They are talking to customers and users. Normally I don't need to be here in any mixed-up group actually, and because of this, all of them are in the same communication channel with the customers and also user as well. Whenever they have a question or whenever they want to clarify some things, they can talk directly to customer and users without having me, product owners, or like a business analyst, or like a specific person to do like a coordinator work in between. So they can talk direct to customers. And this one they were talking about, they were talk with the customer in the chat channel because of they don't have to be like a synchronous talking. And yeah, continue. Those one, that's the first one, the first mixed group. And I think the guy in the white shirt wearing a glasses, his name is Tata, which is he's a team member who has very high skill of UX research. So in here, I think he were talking about the Figma designs, and he kind of to adjust something. This is the divert part. The divert part will last like 20 minutes, like Chokchai mentioned, and they will get into the merge part. The merge part, normally it will last for 10 minutes. And in this 10 minutes, we will start by gather together in one big screen. So everyone will gather around in this table normally, and in this big screen. Normally, when I do the divert part, we don't need me in there. But in this section, normally I need to be here because even I don't know the detail about the product backlog item, but I need to know enough to know about the value that I will get from doing any product backlog item, so that I use that to prioritize. And then the way that they have their own practice for summarize the key learning or key insight that they have learned in each product backlog item. So they will randomly pick a person, a lucky person in the name list that I mentioned, to be the lucky one who summarize the key learning to everyone. So, and I love this practice a lot because of you will have like fully participate in the session. Yeah, and yeah, he's the one who's summarizing it. Yeah, okay, keep it short. So at the end of the product backlog refinement session, I have a true statement that I can say, like, every team understand every item in product backlog equally, so that I don't have to compromise my priority based on team skill or team knowledge anymore. I just focus on business value only to prioritize it. And this is how we do the divert and converge part. So now, let's get into the top 3 most frequently asked questions that normally visitors like to ask us. The first one is, how do we manage production issues?
Production issues, similar to other kind of interruptions, such as customer inquiries about feasibility of a feature on a product, or reported problems on UAT, could seriously interrupt team flow. We used to have a senior team member who are exceptionally responsive to these kind of requests. And this proactive approach gained him more recognition and trust from the customers, which leads to more direct requests coming towards him. Over time, he became a bottleneck, accumulating more knowledge and responsibility, which hinders overall growth of the team. The team recognized this as a problem, and they introduced a concept, frontman, to mitigate this. Frontman is a single point of contact, receiving all incoming requests and also responding to it, including production issues and customer inquiries. And this approach allows more equitable distribution of workload. It prevents any member to become overwhelmed. Let's assume I'm a team member and it's my turn to be a frontman. So I'll be the only one who turn on all the notifications of all communication channels, and I'll be receiving and responding to all 7 customers. Even an incoming request come to one of other team members, she will not respond. She will come and tell me like, Chokchai, respond to customer X in line channel. And I will be the one who responds. Sometimes, there will be times when I get a request or a question which I cannot answer immediately. I'll let the customers know that team is working on the solutions, and I'll get back to him. Then I'll reach out to a knowledgeable members and finding advice to how to respond. And here's how it goes. So I'll go to a senior member, the one who knows more about that, and I'll ask like, customer asked me about this and I don't know how to respond. The member will tell me like this, give me relevant information and teach me a bit about domain knowledge and guide me how to respond. But because I'm so new about it, so I said like, I don't understand. So the kind member will explain more details, help me understand more. But because I'm too new, I said, I don't understand. And the member would go like, okay. And he sent a direct message to me. You tell customer that with double quotes and the answer. So I will copy that message, send it to customer, and then the customer will thank me. With that, I gain a little bit of credit, but I feel very fake. Next refinement session, I'll beg the team to let me go and learn more about that part of the product so that I don't have to feel fake like this again. Any Scrum Master would love this frontman technique because while the role is demanding, it allows team to learn and grow. It's important to acknowledge that frontman doesn't manage any outbound communication or coordinate any technical communication. The frontman primarily focuses on receiving incoming requests and direct it to appropriate members. By rotating the frontman role, it fosters a culture of shared responsibility and continuous learning.
Yeah, the second most frequently asked question is that how do we manage fixed time, fixed goal? Like I mentioned earlier, we are handling 14 different projects. So when we do the project works, it most of the time it's come with the mindset of fixed time, fixed goal. And the visitor like to hear like how do we manage it? Keep the long answer short, we don't manage the fixed time, fixed goal anymore. The way that we do that in the beginning of every project, I will bring the one mixed group to come with me to see the customers and users, and we do the project kick off together. We do it in the workshop form, and we use user story mapping to map out all the things, the overall of the project, of that project. And then I will try to let the customer and user see how can we get the feedback and also the value as soon as possible. It's like we define the MVP release together. We do a release planning together. And then after we finish doing the user story mapping, I will focus on deliver the MVP version of that project. And it will become like quite top priorities in the product backlog. So we use the user story mapping to transform mindset from project mindset to product mindset. After we release the MVP version to the productions and then let have the real users and use it. After that, we kind of like throw away the project deadline because of the most important things has been delivered, the most pain point has been like trying to solve, and after that the customer and user trying to think about what the next value that they like to have, what the next features or what is the next pain point that they want to tackle. After that we do it in like general term of product development. It's not a project management at all. That's how we manage the fixed time fixed scope. And the last one,
How do we recruit? Go back to September 2023. Jane, as a product owner, decided to allocate more budget to expand our teams, which results in we go find 5 candidates who may volunteer to join our team. They freshly graduate from our training program. This is a footage of the moment when they decide.
นี่คือโปรเซสของการรับคนเข้ามาในทีม LeSS
ใช่แล้ว
โอเคขั้นตอนนี้คือ
แล้วก็สุดท้ายเป็นจากไกด์ไลน์เรื่อง useful volunteering ใช่ไหมคือคนที่จะเข้ามาทำlast skill scrum ให้เขา volunteer เข้ามาแล้วก็เราให้ฟังว่าเขาต้องเจออะไรบ้างให้เขาเป็น volunteer ที่ตัดสินใจว่าเขากำลังจะมาเจอแบบไหนและนี่คือจิ๊กซอว์ชิ้นสุดท้าย
โอเค
เส้นเนี้ยคือเส้นที่ถ้าคุณ
Like what you just observed in the video, usually I'll put on a line, literal line on the floor. It could be a duct tape, sometimes it's a doorway for a volunteer to cross. And I'll emphasize that I'll share team working agreement first and emphasize that if you cross this line, it means you already commit that whatever skill necessary to the team, you are willing to learn. And this empowers individuals to make more informed choices. There'll be no pay cuts, no pressure, no negative consequences. Shall the volunteer decides not to join, there are plenty of alternative teams in odds which they can join. Our neuroplasticity allows us to learn and master new skills. However, our brain more receptive to information perceived as relevant. This is why we tend to forget trivial details such as where we parked our car last week or much of what we have learned in universities. Don't underestimate the importance of relevance. Through my coaching experience, I have found many leaders who decide to skip this volunteering process and handpick team members and to go self-manage. They would go like you and you and you go self-manage. And they regret their decisions later because those who volunteer learn almost 3 times faster than those who don't. Let's embrace the power of choice and let the individual choose and take ownership in their own learning path.
So those were the top 3 most frequently asked questions. from now on, we will talking about top 3 impression that the visitor will have. The visitor had. When the tour finish, the team members, all the team members and the visitor will gather around together, and then we ask for feedback. And then we also ask for impression as well. And these are the top 3 impressions. The first one, the most impression that the visitor impressed is that when they say the team talk directly to customers and users and stakeholders actually, and it went quite smooth. I don't know which part that they surprised the most. The first part may be like, wow, developers can talk, or maybe they come from alien talking to each others. But I reflect. My reflection is that it might because of the thing that I try to like the journey that I try to bring the team to pass through. Like I divide it into 3 stages of these journeys. The first stage is that the what I call user requirement journey, user requirement stage. This stage start by whenever the team go to customers or users and want to clarify product backlog item, and then they start by asking customers or users what they want, what do they want. It sounds like a very simple question, but most of the time it leads to misunderstanding and also customer and user dissatisfaction. In another way around, the team interpret that literally, that requirement literally. But when you go back to customer, you will see like the customers struggle a lot. They don't get used to the technical jargons and constraints, so that they cannot articulate. They struggle about articulate their need precisely. But as I say, the team interpret that requirements literally. So I spent like months trying to bring the team out of this stage, because in this stage the team like to like blindly follow something so-called user requirement. To the next stage, and I think the next stage is I like to call this stage like a solution provider stage. And in this stage, I think nowadays majority of LeSS example members are in this stage. And this stage is do not start by asking what you want anymore, but they start by asking what is the problem that you want to solve, what is the value that you wish to have, and for whom. Then the team will gather together and use their expertise, then domain knowledge, technical knowledge, to generate an options or solutions. And then I normally tell the team like at least you have to have like at least 2 options to provide to the customer and users, and each option has to have like pro and con. That pro and con has to be like even you don't know which one is better, because of the value of pro and con for each one is quite equally. And then you work with the customers and users to like to collaborate with them to choose the best approach that fit in their business strategy or business situation. And I think in this stage the team like start thinking about the business. They are not just a programmer who like waiting for someone to tell them what to build anymore. And that is very state that we are right now. But now we are all the LeSS practitioners, and we do believe in continuous improvement toward perfection. That lead me think like one day my team, my Scrum Master, and also myself will reach the perfection state, which is the 3rd stage, what I call experiment mindset. The experiment mindset stage is use the output from the second stage to be the input. like you already have the options, you already have the pro and con for each one. You just don't have to wait for customer and user to choose it for you. You can choose it based on the domain knowledge, the technical skill that you have, based on the engineering practice that you have been practicing, and then you experiment that approach in the sprint. At the end of sprint, we will do sprint review with customers and user. You will get real feedback from them, and the team choice will determine their outcome, either success or learning.
The second common impression is about high energy and high ownership. And since the video you saw earlier already speaks for itself, I will not spend any more time there. Let's move to the third one. The third one is related to the cross-functionality nature of our teams. Before visits, I would spend some time brief overview of Scrums to the visitors, and this including the concept of definition of done. I would explain that a cross-functional team possesses all the necessary skills to complete a work item according to the definition of done. And to illustrate this point, I would pick up a random team and I will start naming required skills, emphasizing on the point that whatever skills I named, there will be at least one member who can fulfill.
ในพวกมีใครที่สามารถเก็บไฟนั้นกับยูเซอร์ได้มีความรู้เรื่อง business domain ยกมือขึ้นใครที่ออกแบบ UX UI ได้ยกมือขึ้นใครเขียน front end ที่เป็นเว็บได้ยกมือขึ้น front end ที่เป็น mobile app ยกมือขึ้น back end ที่เป็น AI service ยกมือขึ้นใครเขียน unit test ของ front end ได้ยกมือขึ้น unit test ของ back end ยกมือขึ้นใครทำ automate unit test ได้ยกมือขึ้นใครที่ทำ manual test ทำ UX test ได้แบบ user experience ได้ยกมือขึ้นใครที่สามารถ deploy ของขึ้นไปบน environment ต่างๆได้ยกมือขึ้นแล้วก็เป็น migration ได้ยกมือขึ้นแก้ไพป์ไลน์ได้รู้เรื่อง changing ไพป์ไลน์ตอนนี้ยกมือขึ้นใครที่ทำพวกโหลดเทสโปรแกรมเทสได้ยกมือขึ้นใครทำใคร user story แบบตัดรีวิวอะไรอย่างเงี้ยโหลดได้ยกมือขึ้นประมาณนี้
As you observed, our team is fully cross-functional. They are skilled in areas that they use most frequently. Shall a task require less frequent skill? Scrum presents an opportunity for learning and growth. Have you ever hesitate to ask a colleague for help? Perhaps their response was less than kind and welcoming. When team members work on a shared common goal and synchronized calendar, they will see an incoming request for help as an opportunity to collaborate. Conversely, shall the calendar and goal diverge? Such requests can be perceived as interruptions. Let's approach to synchronize all the events, foster an environment for team to easily support each other and acquire new skills.
So, becoming almost the end of our talk, will become to be a conclusion. And my personal conclusion is that we have been doing LeSS for 2 years that I mentioned. And I think there are 3 main journeys that we are on right now, that we have been right now. So, and I divide it into 3 different levels. The first level is the journey of product level, the journey from project mindset to product mindset. We're using the concept and also the tools as a user story mapping tools to convert or to transform from project mindset to product mindset. And that make me see something like at first, let's example intend to be like an example, an alternative way to how we deal with the large scale product development. But by shifting from project to product, by using user story mapping and the thing that we practicing, I think right now is also show an alternative way how to deal with multiple projects. For example, if you are a project based company, you are not a product based company yet. So you will have like an alternative way to deal with the project. You don't have to be like a deadline driven development, or you don't have to be in the fixed time, fixed scope culture all the times. I think this one might be the first stepping stone to transform the organization into the product based organization. The second level is the team level. We are on a journey of from component team to feature teams. Generally, feature teams mean they have to cross-functional, they have to cross-component. But in our context, they also cross-project as well. There is no project team. There is no specific team to do a specific project. All the team will handle all the projects. And also they stay long-lived together. If they stay together long enough, you will see the team skill like the video that Chokchai showed you. And this is how I interpret the word learning organization. The third level is individual level, the level of the journey of from programmer to product developers. Right now, we are not having the word front-end engineer, back-end engineer, principal engineer. We don't have it at all. The only one job title that we have, we call it like a product developers. And then they are in this job title, all of them. And in this job title and the practice that we have been practicing, I think one day, this team will not just thinking about business at all. Not even that. They start to think like a business. That was my conclusion.
When we started Let's Example, I used to share my vision with the teams that one day people in Thailand will come and observe how you work, get inspired, bring some techniques back home. They were skeptical. They didn't believe me. Sounds like a pipe dream. That was their response. 2 years later, they were pleading for some breaks from visitors because they longed for longer lunch break to celebrate birthdays of team members and connect more as a team. In last May, we have privilege of hosting Bas Vote, who took the Diverge and Merge video you saw. And in the next 2 weeks, Craig Larman will be visiting them. This is a testament of the power of dream big and taking small steps. It's funny how often we overestimate ourselves trying to achieve something short term. And it's pity how often we underestimate ourselves trying to achieve something long term. Dare to dream. Take that baby steps. What do you have to lose? It's either you succeed or you learn. Thank you.
Thank you. Woof.